grab your snacks, hide your showmates, ditch your reliance, and let's dive into this Big Brother drama with Kinda Unhinged. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another Big Brother video, and we are on episode 14. So we started this episode right after the veto ceremony. So Jimmy has just been blindsided and put on the block by one of his closest allies, Mickey. And everyone is completely confused and wondering what the heck is going on. Because Jimmy going on the block, no one saw that coming, especially Rachel. So Ashley is convinced that Morgan and Vince are running Mickey's HOH. And they pretty much were at this point. But that's because they have a secret alliance together with Zach. I would have taken this opportunity to either get out Kelley or Vince. There's no way I would have took out Jimmy if I'm a Mickey, because he's a number for you. Is he running around playing both sides? Yeah, but he's more reined in than I feel like a Vince is. I would trust a Jimmy more than a Vince. So Mickey and Jimmy talk, and he tells her, like, I had to say some things to keep my own game, but I was always loyal to the Triple Threat Alliance. Now, whether he's telling the truth, I don't know. I mean, part of me feels like, maybe. I mean, this is Big Brother. You do got to cover your back, but I mean, you kind of can't be sloppy and let stuff get back to your main alliance. So now, naturally, he says that he's targeting her. She's gonna, if he wins HOH, she's gonna be the first on the list. And of course. So then we see this little moment between Rylie and Kat. And they're sitting there and they're talking. And then they're about to kiss. And then you just hear this noise. And it's Ava on the hammock. And that was hilarious. Rylie thought, oh, this is my moment. I'm about to, I'm about to lock lips with Catherine. And then there's Ava over there playing on the hammock. So obviously, Ashley was thrown for a loop with Jimmy being put on the block. So she's in panic mode because she's got to try to keep Jimmy because that's a number for her. So she starts campaigning to keep him. Jimmy also starts campaigning for people to keep him. He talks to Vince and he's like, hey, if you keep me, like, you're not only going to get favor with Rachel, but you're also going to get it with Ashley. So think about it. Please think about keeping me. So they start rallying up votes for Jimmy if he doesn't win the blockbuster. So they have Ashley, Will, Rachel. They know they have those three. And they're trying to get Vince, Ava, and Zach. So in the BB Blockbuster, they had this big like tipping board thing, and they had three balls, and they had to get them into like three different slots the fastest. And Rylie was the winner. And I didn't even know who I was rooting for in this moment. At first, I was rooting for Jimmy because I wanted him to, wreak some havoc back in the house with Mickey. But then when Rylie started getting close, I was rooting for him. I don't know. I was going back and forth. But Rylie pulls out the win. So obviously, Jimmy and Kelley are still on the block. So when they come back down, we see Rachel looking very nervous. And you can see that she's talking to everybody, trying to make sure that they're getting these votes. And she's talking to Ava. Ava looks like she's on the fence. We see a moment where Rachel gets like right in her face and is like begging her. And she's like, we've got the numbers. We've got the numbers. Please do it, do it, do it, do it. And at that moment, I'm like, it's looking like y'all don't have the numbers. Because usually they know before they get into, that moment. Ava's like, I understand. And I knew that she wasn't going to vote for him. So I knew Jimmy was a goner. He was as good as gone.
That's it, pal. You are out of here.
So Rachel's the first one to vote, and obviously she votes to evict Kelley. So as Rachel is coming out after she voted, Ashley and Rachel meet in the hallway, and Rachel's telling her presumably to vote for Jimmy, and Ashley's like, he doesn't have the numbers, like, I don't think Ava's doing it. She shook her head no, and Rachel's like, no, she said she's gonna do it. I think she's gonna do it. Vote to, vote for him. So Ashley gets in there and she's confused. She doesn't know what to do. She's scared. She's panicking. And Julie's like, you gotta vote. And she's like, oh, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. And then she's like, I vote to evict Kelley. And then she goes out and she meets Will in the hallway. And she says something to Will. And I guess Will tells her he doesn't have the votes. Like, you shouldn't have voted to keep him. So then Ashley tries to go back in and change her vote. And Julie's like, you can't do that. Once you vote for your person, like, that's that. So obviously, we knew in that moment that there was a communication breakdown.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
So there was a vote of 9-2, and Jimmy was evicted from the Big Brother house. And that was pretty much it for episode 14. But you guys let me know how y'all felt about this episode in the comments down below. And thank you so much for watching. If you want more Big Brother content, please subscribe. If you like this video, please hit the like.
Flurries, you better grab a life vest, Kristen.